Hello, hello. This is Pat Matt with Buffalo Gaming. Wanted to thank you guys for showing up today. We are going to be starting a new series with Euro Truck Simulator, and we're going to go ahead and jump into the game right away and get started. We got everything set up here, and we're on the introductory delivery, which is usually just around the corner, which I'm guessing is going to be the case for this as well. Now, if you guys are not familiar with Euro Truck Simulator 2, it's simply a simulation game where you are a semi driver. You're driving across Europe. You do different deliveries to various areas of the country. And I do have a few mods that I'll be running on here. Just going to run through those with real quick for you guys. I am running Truck Sim Map as opposed to Pro Mods. We're going to be doing an early autumn 4.8, which is foliage for the leaves, real brand trailer pack, real European companies, real European gas stations, real tires, and for my own sanity, I did 2x cash. Now, what that simply is it gives you double the amount that you would earn on a standard delivery. I use that primarily because it negates the whole micromanaging finances, dealing with the banks, taking out loans, that aspect of the game. And it just seems like too much of a hassle for me. I play this just for the fun of it. So we're going to go ahead and start up our company here. We went with the name BG Trucking for Buffalo Gaming Trucking. And that's what we're looking to do. So let's go ahead and hop in the truck here and see what we got to do. All right, so we are in our Mercedes. You can see from the trees here the autumn foliage we were talking about. Looks like we have a DHL trailer. That's right, a DHL trailer in our Mercedes Actros. Now, this isn't our truck. We were assigned this truck to make this delivery, which is not much of a delivery. You can tell by the mini map in the bottom there, we are literally going around the corner, which that's fine. This is actually more of an introductory video for the channel. This is a new series. I will be uploading new content on a daily basis, and we'll keep that going and build up this career as long as I possibly can. Now, it looks like we are going to be transporting used plastics, 9 tons. My city of choice for the starting city was Zurich. Honestly, there's no real reason why I picked that aside from it's centralized on the map. So it makes these kind of starting point in the middle and work your way out to various cities. So we're just going to go ahead and get this over around the corner. And then we'll probably just pick up a quick job as well. Let's just get this dropped off. We'll do a quick job as well. That way we can get a little bit more distance here. Now, the reason I played this game, guys, is honestly it is a blast. It's a great game for just killing time, and the graphics are incredible. You get to see all sorts of different parts of Europe, and that's actually part of the reason why I went with the mod selection that I did. The other one is Pro Mods. It's very, very popular when it comes to Euro Truck Simulator. The difference between them is that Truck Sim map gives you more areas you can actually go to. Go ahead. Actually, you know what? Hold on a second. I'm going to go ahead and pull up the map here so you guys can see. So if you look here, this is all of Europe and such. Now, in Pro Mods as well as the vanilla game, you cannot drive down here to the Iberian Peninsula area to like Spain and Portugal, and those areas are not available. Pro Mods does have some of southern France in theirs. They do not have all the way down into Greece and the lower tip of Italy, and they most certainly don't have northern Africa, where you have Cairo and Alexandria, parts of Libya and such that you can drive to. So that's the big difference that I chose to go with the Truck Sim as opposed to Pro Mods. I have played with Pro Mods a lot, and the mod is fantastic, but I just wanted a little bit more variety and where we would be able to travel and what we'd be able to accomplish. So that's the whole reasoning behind me picking this mod as opposed to Pro Mods. So let's go ahead and get this over there. It's, like I said, we're going to be making one right-hand turn, and then we're going to just drop this off. we'll go ahead and pick up a quick job and really get going, because this is nothing. It's only going to make us about $300, and this first mission that they give you, this first delivery, is really just, it's part of the tutorial actually, and I elected not to go with the tutorial, but it still has you do this first one where it just plops you in there and has you good to go. All right, so we have arrived at our destination. Now this is probably the most annoying part of the whole delivery, is backing this trailer up. Now, I am not using a steering wheel. I'm just mouse and keyboard here for me. Yeah, so I just want to get this swung around so I can be straight on, or closer to straight on than I was. It just makes it a bit easier. It's funny, I watch some other YouTubers and such who do this and nail it every single time. I'm just not that good. But, let's see. Alright, we're getting it back there. Yeah, it's like threading a needle here between these two. It's the whole thing is trying to get it in here without smashing into the trailers on the two sides. Of course, remembering which direction you need to turn the wheel as you're backing up is a bit of a headache too. But I think we're going to get this. It'll be close enough at least that it will trigger the green alert here that it's set to go. There we go. Alright, set the parking brake. T to release the trailer. There we go. Alright, job completed. Not much of a job, really. It was 1 kilometer around the corner, so let it just do its thing here. Great. Now, it does, we did actually level up with that. I think that's probably just because we did the backing up of the trailer. That does give you XP. It doesn't really do anything from the money standpoint, but it does give you more experience, and therefore will help you to level up a little bit faster. Now, this according to them is our headquarters. It's basically a box. It looks like a crack house to me. So that will change, of course, as we get more money. We will upgrade this and turn it into something a bit more appealing for everybody. All right, so we're going to go ahead and pick our next job. We go to quick job. Now, my personal preference is simply to go with the one that gives me the most money. That's what I typically do. This first one here, we are doing plant substrate. It looks like we would be traveling from Zurich, which is where we are now. The reason everything here is from Zurich is because it's the only city that we've actually been to. And it looks like we would be going to Geneva. So not a real far one, but 7,000. That is double what you would normally get, but still 3,700 for your first. Would not be a bad start. So we're going to go ahead and take this one. I am running with the fatigue simulation on, as well as traffic violation. So if I speed or run a red light or have one of the obnoxious AI break in front of me, so I smash into them, those things will count against me. So that's all being factored in here as well. There are a couple things on the option side that I did deselect. One was the truck limiter. I take that off every time. Reason being is it limits your truck to 80 kilometers per hour while you're on the highway, and there are definitely areas where the speed limit allows you to go faster. So I take that off so I can go what the speed limit tells me I can go. The other one is I do put automatic retarder and automatic engine brake. So those are already factored in. All right, so let's get this thing started up. We are driving an Iveco. Okay, if someone knows how to pronounce that, tell me. I'm from the U.S. I have no idea what brand that is. I think it's Iveco. I'm probably completely off. If I am, just shoot me a comment and let me know how you actually pronounce that. So, all right, so let's head out. So this one is a little bit further. It's 238 kilometers. It's going to take us roughly 3 hours and 50 minutes to get there from what our mini-map is telling us. Alright, here we go. Make sure the trailer doesn't crash into the gate. Alright, and we are off. I did discover a new recruitment agency. That's actually good. That's something we'll be looking into a bit later on when we start hiring people and building the company. Alright, wait for this red light here and hop onto the highway. Hey, it's Aldi's! There's an Aldi's right down the street from me. I actually have a brother who was a manager at an Aldi's. The grocery store, if you guys didn't know. Alright. Let's get out of this city so we can actually open up and cruise a little bit. Scrummy Orangey Center. That does not sound appetizing at all. What the hell is a scrummy? What is scrummy? What is that? I don't know. Alright, we discovered a DAF dealership. DAF. Is it DAF or DAF? I don't know. Again, I'm American. I know Mercedes. I know Scania. And I know how to pronounce Renault. But, yeah. Scrummy Orangey Center. That doesn't even look good. Who would eat that? Is that a real thing? It's got to be a real thing. These are real brands. I'm going to have to look that up. Hey, look, it's one of those... Ah, look, it's stupid AI. It's pulling in front of the semi. Idiots. Alright, yeah. I don't know what mod is causing that, guys. You see that red flag up there? I noticed it when I was testing this out. There's something with... I gotta slow down a little bit, I'm speeding. Yeah, there's something with the mods that I have that it's missing a texture. Because if... you couldn't really see it, I just kind of drove by real fast. But I actually... The first time I saw that, I slowed down and actually took a look at that. And it says on it that texture is not found. So I don't know if it's the real brands or the real companies that are conflicting with the truck sim map mod or something. It doesn't cause any problems, as you can tell. It didn't cause any, glitching out or crashing or anything. But I don't know. You'll randomly see these bright red flags that are basically things that it doesn't recognize. So they're not very frequent. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and hop on the throughway here, interstate, autobahn, whatever you guys call it over there. All right, 40 miles an hour or 40 kilometers an hour. Put that down. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on. Pick up your feet. Alright, there we go. Now let's get that up to 80. I do use the cruise quite frequently. I actually have set my keyboard settings so I could increase the cruise incrementally and resume my cruise speed for when, there's the sections where the speed limit will drop down. Now, I believe these signs that you saw right there are put in by Truck Sim Mod, or Truck Sim Map. Because in the vanilla game, I don't remember seeing those, and they are incredibly helpful. There are numerous times where you run into these, off-ramps like this, where it's, if you're not in the right lane, if you're not in, the far left, you end up fighting with traffic, and it ends up being a headache. It looks like our frame rate dropped a little there. tad unusual. There we go. Yeah, that was random. That does happen sometimes, guys. If you guys are playing this game, I actually have a pretty hefty rig that I'm using for playing. Um, even with that being the case, this isn't a AAA publisher or anything. The game isn't fully optimized. You are, even if you got the best of the best, you're still gonna run into situations where you'll have sudden like frame rate drops and stuff like that. Usually no crashes. I don't have it actually freeze on me and crash and such, but yeah, you will still have situations where it drops off like that. Usually I've noticed it happens a lot in the city when stuff starts to, pop up and stuff, but we were outside of the city there. I don't know what that was from. But it's running smooth now. Alright. Let's keep. Come on, yellow car. Now, as you guys can see here with like I love this foliage map, or this foliage mod that we did, the autumn mod. I mean, yes, it's October right now when I'm making this, so it is autumn where I'm at, and the leaves are changing. So I figure, hey, it's going on in real life. Might as well put it into the game as well. But it looks awesome. Like you can tell, it looks really good. Has a little bit more depth to the normally just bright summer in Europe that you run into with the vanilla game. I think those are supposed to be birds, but they just look like flying blocks. Alright, 150 kilometers, 2 hours to go. This is going to be a pretty short trip, guys, which is good. I mean, it's always good to start out with these short ones. Kind of get your feet wet. Now, this is, like I said, a new series we're starting, guys, so I am going to essentially do, like, a delivery an episode. Once we get further along and we start getting the crazy long deliveries that will take an hour or so real time to get there, we'll probably cut those in half. So, but given this is a new series and actually a new channel for myself, really would appreciate it if you would take the moment to click the like button and favorite and subscribe to the channel if you enjoy the content. Now, myself personally, I play just about everything you can imagine. I mean, I have no real preference on the types of games that I play. Lately, it's been a lot of the Euro Truck Simulator 2 and American Truck Simulator. I also play a lot of Elite Dangerous and any of the Paradox Grand Strategy games I'm good with. Now, those I am by no means an expert on, not by a long shot, but a lot of fun to play, especially if you do it from like a role-playing type standpoint. So, really like those. But I am open to playing just about anything when it comes down to it. And you can see we're dropping frames again. Yeah, it's that big interchange. But it seems like it's smoothing out again. Yeah, it's something weird. Like those big it is random. There's times where that'll happen at these big interchanges. It will happen going into a city or coming out of a city. I don't really know what's causing it, but it would do it even in the vanilla game. So I don't think this is mod related or anything that's causing any problems on that side. It happens. Even with the best of computers, you're gonna run into situations where it does that in this game. It tends to be pretty CPU and memory heavy. All right, we got 87 kilometers to go. We are more than halfway there. Now, what got me really interested in this game was just I've never been to Europe. It is on my list of things to do, and it's going to be something I'm going to do, when I have the time and money to do so. So being able to jump in here and kind of just see what the countryside is like, and from what I understand of people I've talked to, is this is pretty true to form with what it's like to drive through various parts of Europe. So, which is great, get that experience. Also, there's a lot of stuff in driving through different countries with like differences in speed limits, and driving through France, you'll notice there's an obnoxious amount of toll roads and such. That stuff is all accurate from what I understand. So, just the experience of it, the gameplay, the graphics on it are very, very well done. Like I said, there's just a few times where you run into those hiccups with like frame rate issues and stuff where it suddenly drops off. But a lot of people have told me they run into problems with those tunnels and stuff. But you saw there's no issue. We didn't have any frame rate drops or anything. Like I said, for me, if it happens, it is typically around these massive interchanges or coming and going from the cities. Alright, we're less than an hour out, so we should be good here. This is a real easy one. You jump on one highway, we drive, jump off, we're out of there. Pretty straightforward. Alright. Okay. Some air brake sounds there. Suspension. Just cruising along. We are less than 30 minutes out, which real time is just a couple of minutes. We'll drop this baby off, and we'll cut the episode after that. Let's see if I can end up with a perfect delivery here. We're not going to crash into anything or get any random traffic violations in the last minute or two of this delivery. Yeah, we're going to be getting off here. Flipping the blinkers. Dijon. And it is Geneva, I'm assuming. I know it's got that E at the end, but that was my guess as to how that's pronounced. I've never heard anyone call it Geneve. And here's the frame rate thing. Yeah, it's these interchanges. Wow, that one was pretty bad. I'm going to slow this right down just because with the frame rate drop like that, I don't want to crash into anything. There we go. Well, I don't know what that's from. You see, it's these interchanges that do it. Alright, don't hit anyone, don't hit anyone. Go, 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 go. I kind of just drove through the grass there a little bit. Oh well. I didn't hurt anything. That's all that matters. I'm wondering if it's just because there's more traffic at these interchanges that happens. Huh. Could be. Yeah, because you can see we're coming into the city now and no frame rate type problems. Ooh, slow down. Drops down to 50 here. Yeah, even if you guys don't see a sign right away, and I know my little indicator there on the bottom says that it's 80 miles an hour here, or 80 kilometers an hour. That is probably the case at this very moment, but it will drop off soon. My guess is right here. No, not right there. But once you get into these cities, it goes right down to 50 kilometers an hour, and if you're not careful, you're over it, you'll get hit with like a $400 or $500 fine just because you weren't paying attention. That will eat into the profits pretty quickly. All right, we are going to, what's the place called? Oh, we're dropping it off at DHL. Okay. Maybe come from DHL. Are there really this many DHLs over in Europe? I thought DHL was a shipping company. What are you doing? What are you? Okay. In America, that would never happen. You would never have a car stop halfway through an intersection and be like, hey, I'm going to let the semi go. That is my only complaint about this game. The AI traffic is god awful. They do really, really stupid shit that causes me to crash and causes me to have to spend money on my truck. And in addition to that, they fine you when you do it. So luckily we made it what was it, almost 300 kilometers without dealing with that, except for once or twice. They're notoriously bad when you're merging on the highways, like notoriously bad. You turn on your signal and you would expect them to move over because there's an open lane to their left. Nope. Never assume that they will do that, because they never do. You should assume that they won't do that. There is a little trick though. I mean, if you got to move over quick and the guy's like not right there, you can if you slowly start to move into their lane, they will back off. That I have noticed that they will do. Alright. Should be good. There we are. Drop the parking brake. Drop the trailer. Let's finish up this job here. Job complete. Excellent. Awesome. Alright, so all said and done, we made 7,463 euros, 551 XP. That did level us up. Now, we did level up the last time as well, and it didn't really give us the option to adjust our skills here. Now, you really have the choice here. You can just kind of do whatever you want. What I tend to do is more of a balanced approach, so I literally will just go down the road. So we'll start there, add in a little bit more distance, and I'll just work my way down. Once I fill up the first line here, I'll go to the next. So that's what I do. All right, guys. Well, we made it. No problems. Pretty smooth journey there. Like I said, I'm going to look into the frame rate thing here. It only happened, though, 2 times here when we ran into the big interchanges. But I'm going to hop on a few forums and pose a few questions and see if there's anything that anyone knows that's caused by. So, but everything else looks like we're good. Join us next time as we hop into another quick job. We're going to probably stick to quick jobs until we can afford to buy a truck of our own. Like I said, I'd like to avoid the whole bank aspect of it. So we're going to go ahead and just keep grinding away at these quick jobs until we can do that. That also gives us an opportunity to unlock several new cities before we actually go and buy our first truck. So, all right. Well, it's been a pleasure. Again, if you like this content, like this type of video, hit that like, favorite, and subscribe button there at the bottom. Please leave a comment with any suggestions. I am open to anything. If you guys have any suggestions for me, if you have anything that you want me to play, I'd be happy to oblige. So, all right, until next time, have a good one, guys.